Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Bhavya. So if you clicked on this video, you might be struggling in economics, right? But don't worry, this video is full of those tips which helped me to score 95 in economics. And if you follow these steps, you can easily score 100. So please watch the video till the end. Okay guys, so I didn't took any kind of tuitions and coaching for the economics. I did it by myself, and these are the three YouTube channels which I followed throughout the year, which really helped me to score my desired marks. So first will be Rajat Arora sir, and second is Sunil Panda sir, and third is Surbhi Gupta ma'am. And I followed Surbhi Gupta ma'am for my CUET also. Her explanation are the best, so you can follow her for CUET as well. So guys, I'll explain first strategies for macroeconomics and then for Indian economics. So for macroeconomics, the very important thing is that notes. Okay, so notes making should be your own strategy. How you like doing it. Like for me, I always understand the chapter by watching YouTube video, and then later I read the book line by line, and then the concept or any word or any line which I didn't understand, I just mark that line and then watch that concept again and then write it in my own words in the book itself. So that was my strategy for notes making, because in the book, like in Sandeep Garg, I followed Sandeep Garg for economics. Most of the school follow that only. So in Sandeep Garg, all the concepts are clearly, very clearly written, and so for me, I just have to learn those concepts and understand. Understanding is a key. Okay, so you have to understand the concept first, and you can write it in your own language in the exam. So that was the thing which I used to do in macroeconomics. So notes should be your own strategy. You can make notes in the notebook itself, or you can make notes in the book itself. It's totally your choice. Just understand first and then make notes. Okay. Now let's come to the next point, which is answer writing. So I've seen many people who write the answers like they're writing a story in the exam, and by writing in like a story and like in big paragraphs, you will not fetch marks in macro. In macro, you should write very concisely and very particular answer which is asked in the question. So just write what the question is asking for. Suppose the question is asking for aggregate demand definition, so you should just write that only, and that will definitely fetch you marks. But writing a whole paragraph out of it will not fetch you marks. So keep that point in mind. And then the most important thing in macroeconomics is diagrams. So yeah, you should practice diagram daily. Like suppose you have completed one chapter, aggregate demand, you have completed a chapter of aggregate demand, chapter 7, and then by watching a YouTube video or anywhere, if you did in coaching as well. So just after completing that chapter, you should definitely practice diagram making, because there are so many diagrams in macroeconomics. You should practice each and every diagram on weekly basis, so that it is very easy to learn diagram. You just have to understand the concept is the key in macro. You should understand the concept first, and then diagram will be so easy for you. So you should focus on making diagram, labeling the diagram is very important, otherwise you will lose marks in your exam. And then through this we come to our next point, which is numericals. Yeah, I can feel for some of you numericals would be a nightmare, but trust me, numericals are the easiest for macroeconomics, because they are very basic. If you understand the concept, each and every numerical is very easy for you. So for numericals, first what I used to do is I used to complete a chapter, and then all the formulas which are in the chapter, I used to learn it by writing it again and again, and then I used to narrate it in front of my mom. So that helped me to make a formula sheet, and then paste it in front of your wall, and then you are sorted. Just see it, and it is very easy to learn macroeconomics formula. Just make a sheet out of it, and then you are sorted for macroeconomics. So in short, you just have to practice your Sandeep Garg ke back questions and PYQs, or you can watch Sunil Panda sir ke numericals wali video, and you are sorted for your exam. Okay guys, so now let's switch to Indian economics. So for Indian economics, it is very important for you to make your own notes, because as you make your own notes, you will understand the story, like what is happening in that chapter, what is the key event of the chapter. So it is really important that you make your own notes, not like that long notes which are very huge and you just, it feels like a book only. You have to make short notes for better understanding of the events which are happening in that chapter. Okay. And then we come to our next point, which is learning. So I know that for many of you it is very difficult for you to learn the long chapters of Indian economics, but don't worry, it won't be that tough if you learn it in the form of story. Like in first chapter we have been told about the eve of independence, independence से पहले क्या हुआ था, and then in second chapter from 1950 to 1990 तक के बीच का जो हमारा पीरियड था, what was happening in that period, and then LPG आया and comparative development आया. Yes, so these chapters I learned in the form of story, that what happened between this and this event and this and this event. It really helped me to learn these big chapters. And trust me guys, it's very easy once you start and you daily consistently do your study and give time to each and every topic, it will become really easy for you. And please don't panic, you have lots of time to improve yourself, improve your marks, to get your desired result. You really have a lot of time. You just have to strategically move toward your goal and you will definitely achieve it. And for Indian economic, you should always follow your NCRT. Like NCRT is the Bible for you. So please follow NCRT for Indian economics. And the back question of NCRT, kabhi kabhar, they come straight into your exam. So please do that. Now let's come to another point, which is you should always write your answer in points. Never write your answer in detailed paragraph. It will be really frustrating for a teacher to understand that point, and if in case they skip the very important point from your answer, you will lose your marks. So please don't write your answer in paragraph, rather write it in points. And like, first let's suppose you have a question, write the features of privatization. So for privatization, not just dive into the answer like in a big paragraph for privatization you are writing all the points. No, you have to do what, that you have to first write the definition of the privatization, like what is privatization, and then you have to write you have to write that the features of privatization are, and then you have to write it in points, like first point, second point, third point, and then you have to explain each of the point in 3 to 4 lines, and that's it. You are done for Indian economics. Don't write in paragraphs, the write points in paragraphs, like make a heading of 1 point and then write it in a paragraph like 2 to 3, no, 4 to 5 lines, and it will be enough and you will definitely fetch the marks in that. Okay, so now let's come to the most important point of this video, which is repetitive revisions. Yes, repetitive revision helps you to retain the concept or the chapter for a long term, so that you can write your answer in the exam without struggling. Okay, so with this point we come to the end of this video. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel for more such content, and I am definitely very sure that if you follow these steps, you are gonna get your desired results, and I will be very happy to see the results. So please subscribe and follow these steps, and you are done with your economics. So bye bye and see you in the next video. Bye.